And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, y'all, and welcome to episode 44 of the Dirty Boot Sports Podcast. So tonight on deck, we've got our Pick'em recap from the week. We're going to talk our DBS team wins. We're going to talk NFL Week 2, and we got some bets lined up for you. I think we're kind of excited about that.
Yeah, we're finally wanting to get into betting. We're in football season, and now basketball will be coming up soon. That's the stuff I actually want to
You bet on college basketball?
Oh, God. I didn't. I bet on every tournament game last year, and I profited. So,
What?
yeah.
I did not profit.
Baseball sucks to gamble on.
Tournament I could see, but regular season college basketball.
Oh, I did every Saturday. Yeah, that's tough.
Every Saturday?
Tough.
Yeah, Saturdays were the only days.
Okay, we're not doing midweek games. We're just doing Saturday.
I did midweek games.
Oh.
Well,
you
work
in
Rustic.
That was
easy.
$10,
and by the end of basketball, I was $1,200.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you doing? I mean, what you just doing? Picking winners? Or are you doing like?
I think I'm going to give Josh
money line.
Well,
I'm doing money line parlays.
Yeah.
Kind of like the college football games. I'm picking all the ones I'm pretty sure.
So you're a money line guy more than a spread?
But only parlays.
I think I'm going to give Josh like $50 and just let him set me up a account.
Like you're investing in your money or something.
Yeah,
that's right.
So number 44, Hank Aaron. That's the name that definitely sticks out.
It's the only name that
Reggie
he
Jackson.
Talks about. Nope, Hank Aaron.
October?
Yeah, Jerry
Hank
West.
The logo.
Speaking of Jerry West, did y'all watch that Lakers show on?
I watched
HBO?
I watched the first episode, and then all the people that were actually a part of that came out and said it was all bull crap and blown out of proportion. I was like, I can't watch it now.
Yeah.
I watched episode 1.
They really screwed the pooch on that because they had an opportunity.
It was entertaining.
Be a
I
great
watched the whole
series.
thing. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I watched it though more as a TV show than
that's how they wanted it to be. But
if I see a sports, and it's historical, I want it to be pretty close.
Yeah, whenever I saw the people saying that this was fake, this was that, it just kind of
Why did they decide to crap on Jerry West like that? I don't understand.
That's a great question.
The first episode, Jerry West,
they crapped on Larry Bird. Did y'all see how they depicted him? No. Every time they showed him, he had a spit cut in his hand.
The hick from French
I'm
Lick.
ready to watch the Redeem Team series.
Yeah,
that's going to be good. That's going to be good.
But like that first episode of that show, Jerry West throws his MVP trophy through a glass window or something.
They're like, Jerry West is like, I didn't even have a window in my office.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't have a window in my office.
I would have thought they'd had to sign off on some
exactly.
of that.
Well, they do, but they give
what's it called, creativity,
artistic
or something.
But when they do it, they kind of like, okay, just don't make me look like an idiot. And they're like, yeah, we won't, and they completely went the other way with that.
Sports shows, I know nobody's gonna care about this, but I'm gonna throw it out there because I'm excited about it.
Looks like I have what?
Netflix did a series all year long on the PGA Tour. They did like behind the scenes covers. They'd pick a certain player
this year.
That week. This year.
That's going to be good.
Was right in the middle of it, so it's going to be phenomenal stuff. They're going to have.
We know what Peyton's going to be doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, and they got lucky too. Like they would randomly pick players. Like they picked Justin Thomas one week and he won that week. And like they're like with him and like all throughout the process. I know it was kind of crazy, but all that live stuff is out there, and some of the players have already said it's going to be very interesting what's going to come out because they were getting us on because they're not affiliated with the PGA, so the PGA can control what they put out.
So have they put a date?
It's supposed to be, I want to say October or November.
So it's coming out pretty close.
Yeah, they started filming the first of the year. They filmed all year long.
That's cool. Watch,
Oh, it's going to be.
We also need to get into those. I forget what they're called, uncovered or whatever, like the Manti Te'o, the Tim Donahue.
Oh, I want to see the Manti Te'o one.
I couldn't get into it. I tried.
Really?
I enjoyed it.
My wife watched it though, and she loved it. She watched it on her own because I said you'd probably
Did the tranny thing bother you?
Speaking
Kyle, I want to watch it so we can talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah,
I wanna watch it,
I'm ready.
too.
And speaking of that, he's actually going to be on Notre Dame's campus.
Is that a Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yes.
They've
2
got a whole
episodes.
series of stuff.
I'm gonna have to borrow a password.
2 episodes,
again,
like
I'm
45
sorry.
minutes
We can
each.
do that.
Yeah.
They've got one on the
I told
Tim
myself that
Donahue
too, and I just couldn't do
NBA
it.
rig thing.
Yeah, I want to watch the
When
Tim
is that-
Donahue
What
one.
is it on? I hadn't.
It's on Netflix.
It's on
It's
the
on
same
That
series.
that's
Okay.
gonna be interesting. 'cause
Chase watched it, and when I was down at Universal, he told me all about it.
Tim
and he said
Donahue, was in the league at a time that could mess with some legacies.
that Kings Lakers series in like 01 was
Yeah.
absolutely rigged.
Oh yeah, the Chris Webber and the Vada Divac.
Yeah. But he said that whenever you watch it, like he said he don't think it would have ever been released if David Stern wasn't dead, because the way that they depict him after this is like he said
He knew about it.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
Well, yeah,
He did nothing.
they didn't want the Kings in there.
I want
they
to
don't
watch
make no
that,
money.
Yeah, it
It's all
sounds
about
very
the money.
interesting. That's something we need to
Well,
we need
I'm
to
glad
watch
it finally
and discover.
came out because they've been promoting it for like 2 or
Yeah.
3 years now.
Yeah.
Freaking COVID, man.
Well,
Yeah.
no, they have an actual movie on that
The
as well.
movie's what he was
They
promoting.
should
Then I
have put it
bet.
out during COVID. Everybody would have watched.
Shoot.
Oh yeah.
It's like the
Last
Michael
Dance,
Jordan
man.
Everybody
documentary.
watched The Last Dance.
That was so
Golly.
good. So good.
More than once, sometime.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's do this. Start off with our pick'em. You said.
Yeah, that's what I had first.
Hey, Chance.
First
recap.
place, Chance Williams.
Yeah, I was up there.
Strong
I think
work.
I finished out 4th. So
Hey, how about our listeners that were up top?
yeah, we
Let's talk about them.
joined some that I think they joined after the first game, so they missed out on the Bills Rams pick.
I
but-
know I had 2 or 3 of my buddies that texted me and said, "Hey, well, I'm getting in with you."
Yeah, I can't see their first names. I don't know who the crap T. Murphy is. Is
TJ
that one of
Murphy.
them?
That's
Okay,
my
there you
buddy,
go.
Yeah.
He got second place.
Okay. I know AJ Toms was in it. I don't.
Yeah.
What his name was.
AJ Toms, he's in 4th. J Toms,
Jared.
I guess
Got it. Maybe.
it's a J.
That's his dad.
Is there multiple J Tomses?
I don't know who that would.
His group entry is the Candy Lakers.
Is that AJ Tom?
Oh, is it Jake?
All I see is
Coleman?
the initial J Toms.
No, it'll be Jake's. I don't want to be Tom's.
Shout out Jay Toms.
Yeah, J Toms, second place with T Murphy. Then everyone else is we got Squeak who was in there. Stacy
Coach
Johnson,
Dodson.
he's in there. Everyone else is was on our pod. So yeah, Chance finished out first 10-5. Ty finished out last 3-11.
Story of his life.
Our heavy gambler.
Yeah, he's leading our gambling segment every week. So
Not this week though, right?
Yeah. Well, no, he sent his picks in.
Oh, he
so
did. Okay.
Fade those.
Yeah, fade them for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, this is fun. It's gonna be fun to keep up with as the year goes on.
Bragging rights.
Hey,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I hope next year we kind of last minute did
Oh,
that.
I sent it out like an hour before kickoff.
Yeah, next year we'll do it. We'll
I'm
make it
hoping
big.
Next year we can get it really going and grow it. And
Yeah.
Have a
maybe
pod or something.
Yeah,
Maybe have a prize.
exactly. Have a prize or a pod. Or
We can
some
hand out
sort.
some swag.
Hand out some swag of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd
And
be awesome.
another thing, come March Madness bracket. The
Yeah,
groups
yeah.
with that.
Oh, yeah.
We can
do
definitely do that.
Definitely do that.
Duke to win the national championship.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
So our team
Seen Derek
wins.
Lively.
Our
Yeah,
team
our
wins.
team wins.
I'm gonna tell y'all who you
Tell us
picked.
who our teams
Everyone
are.
forgot
Yeah.
apparently, besides me.
So Chance's
lost
Chance's
sleep
teams
over
were Bills, Vikings, Lions, Commanders, and Jets. He had 3 wins.
Well, I'm doing well then. I'm 3
yeah,
and
you're
2.
doing good. I had 2 wins. I have the Rams, the Bengals. Bengals let me down there. Saints, Dolphins, and Jags. Josh, you're tied for first with 3 wins. With the Chargers, the Colts, Green Bay, Pitt, and Cleveland. Bill had 1 win. I
That's the
initially
New Orleans Saints.
Some Saints, wasn't it?
Oh, did he get the Saints?
He got
Okay,
the Saints.
okay.
That's why only reason I took
he
the
had
Lions.
Denver. I had him chalked
yeah,
up
yeah.
for. I had him chalked up for 2 wins on Monday. I was like, I'll just go fill it in because they're gonna
There's
win
no way
that
they
game
lose.
surely.
God, that was,
And they kicked the field
A
goal.
lot of people lost money that
Hey,
night.
shout out to the coach for
they
Denver
fumbled
there, saying
twice
they
on the
messed
goal
up.
line.
Yeah.
Done that.
So Bill has Tampa, Dallas, Denver, Pats, and Texans. Clay,
He
buddy.
had Tampa and Dallas,
Yeah.
so he don't have the Saints then.
No, I have the Saints.
Okay, because Tampa and Dallas played each other.
Yeah, that was one of my 2 wins there. Clay,
Clay
buddy,
has an asterisk this week.
you've got one win. Philly, San Fran, Tennessee, Carolina, Atlanta.
Okay, so Atlanta lost by 1 on a last-second field goal, pretty much. Carolina lost by 2 on a last-second field goal. San Francisco played in unplayable conditions, and Tennessee lost by 1 on a freaking go for 2. I lost by combined of 4 points.
What if you lose the
3 of
championship
But
by
the one
1?
thing
It's
I
terrible.
learned- the one thing I learned from what you said is lost.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of L's.
Did you go 0-5?
I won 1.
My Eagles won, my first-round pick.
Boy, we is.
Yeah, they won by 3.
Yeah.
And finally, Peyton rounds us off with 3 wins, tied for first. Ravens, Kansas City, Raiders, Arizona, and the Giants.
And what a great job by this podcast, leaving out only 2 teams in the NFL, and they both win week 1. So
That was
shout out to
their
Chicago
only
and
win.
Seattle.
That might be
Their
their
only
only wins
win
of
in
the
the-
year, but
Nobody predicted those 2 to win, though.
and nobody will predict them to win another one.
And that's what hurt me and Bill right there. Because our Broncos and Niners.
That's right.
Don't want to talk about those.
So, NFL Week 2.
Thursday night.
Got
Yeah.
Thursday night game.
That's where you had to start.
What a game we have on
I'm
tap
in a predicament.
tomorrow night.
There's a movie coming out that I want to go watch. Chance is playing against Jonesboro. That's already out the equation. I think I'm skipping that. That should be a bloodbath.
He said, F them kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if I want to watch football or watch this new movie.
Is this not
be
the
a tough
best
decision.
Thursday night ball game ever? Maybe.
Oh, man.
Did you forget about our what is it, Jags Jets late in the year or something that we discussed?
This is going to be an insane game.
You know why? Because this is the first game
It's the
on
first
Amazon.
real Thursday one. It's the first one on Amazon. That's right.
I'm excited about Prime.
Yeah, week 16
the
Jags
only way
Jets.
you can watch
is
it.
gonna-
Clay,
is
you have
gonna
Amazon
top us.
Prime, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to need to log in.
I got
Thursday
an alert
night.
today saying game tomorrow night or something. It was really weird.
Chance, you're married and you don't have Prime?
My wife has it.
Then you
Well, then you
literally
have
log
it.
into hers.
You just log into hers.
Is that
Same
all
thing.
you got to do? I thought you had
Yes.
a Prime
Same
Video.
thing, brother.
Prime is Prime Video. It's free with
It's
it.
the same thing.
Look,
Well,
here's the deal Amazon did.
I don't
Chance,
understand technology.
Here's the
no
deal
more.
Amazon did. They're like, look, guys, your wife spends all her money here at Chick-fil-A, so we'll give you some football.
Thank you. All right, okay.
That's the little, well
then I'll
bonus
handle
we
that
get.
tomorrow night. then.
And then Kansas City, if y'all don't know if y'all saw, they painted their field because this is the 50th anniversary for Arrowhead Stadium.
Really?
So they painted their field what it looked like 50 years ago.
Did you?
Does it have the tech?
Got the
They don't.
airhead on
They don't have the Texas logo on there. I guess that's a little.
I
old.
don't know about the middle of the field. All I saw was an end zone.
Yeah.
Like they had like the old Kansas City logo with the old AFC.
Look it up, Clay.
Yeah, pull it up right quick.
Hey,
Okay, while
Chance,
they're doing that, I'm gonna give you a little fantasy football. Harrison
yeah,
Butker, the kicker, is
Out.
out. So if you have him in your
Yeah.
lineup, you
And
need to
Justin
pick
Reed is
somebody
not
up.
kicking.
Yeah, that's.
They
BS.
actually picked up a kicker.
Hey, Justin Reed did well on kickoff.
Yeah.
He got a freaking touchback.
Did y'all see
Every
the,
time.
Did y'all see
Every
the
time?
behind the NFL mic'd up thing for that? It was really cool. It was like a 4-minute clip they had of that of him being told you're about to go in and everything, and
Yeah,
like
I did see that.
Mahomes
Yes.
on the sideline like Justin can kick. Like
They said he kicked the 65-yarder in training camp.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of like when Ocho Cinco, whenever he was with the Dolphins.
Cinco wasn't bad.
He went
yeah.
out there whenever they were on
tried to
Hard
become a
Knocks. He
soccer
went out there and
player, didn't
kicked.
Hey, did y'all
Yeah.
see Ocho Cinco sitting among the fans in Jamar Chase
Yeah.
jersey? Dude, that is man of the people. I mean, with his McDonald's, you know.
I like Ocho Cinco,
Yeah.
man.
well, and
He was before his time. Do you know that?
Oh my God,
Dude, he walked so today's people could run.
there it
man.
is, Clay.
Mm-hmm.
He really did.
him. You know, and I'm a homer, but Joe Horn too, man.
Yeah.
He would have had fun
Yeah.
in this
The
era.
cell phone thing,
Dude, that was so cool when he
Elite.
did it.
Yeah, the field's pretty tight.
That
That's
is
pretty tight.
cool.
Did y'all see the Browns?
Yeah.
I can see
got
that
the elf.
They were like new NFL fans are gonna be so confused about the Browns because there's an elf in the middle of the field. The fans are barking like dogs, and the team name is a color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that
I
was a-
thought that was a joke when I seen it.
I did
No,
too. I did
no.
not
Brownie
think it
the
was
elf?
real.
That's the thing. I think they put out a vote and fans
That is
chose that.
crazy.
How did they? What they did?
That's
Don't they
that's a
call
logo.
like their fan section, like right behind the end zone, the dog pound?
Dog
Yeah.
pound, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would they put like a freaking bulldog or
Well, because
something?
no,
out there?
that logo's been in the Browns' history for a long time.
Oh, the
now.
elf
It's not the
has?
first time they've used
Yeah,
it.
that really
Oh,
gets
I
you
didn't know
pumped
that.
up.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
something
reason
that,
why they keep it hidden.
Yeah, it's something that
Yeah, I
the
had no
fans
idea.
have
It's
wanted
terrible.
used more lately. Donovan Mitchell was actually wearing gear with it
Hey,
today.
you need to get like an elf hat.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I've got a Browns hat.
They just want a logo, I think, is all the fans
Yeah.
want. They just
Better than
wanna
that
have
orange
something.
helmet.
Yeah,
Orange
just
helmet.
something. I mean, if you're a fan, like I'm a big hat guy. I mean, what do you just get an orange hat, a Hunter's hat, and just wear it? I mean, I'm a Browns fan.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing to.
So the Thursday night game, the over/under on that game set at 54.5 as of the time I looked it up.
That's under. I mean, that's low.
Yeah, and Kansas City -4.
I mean, between them, they had, 8 touchdowns?
Yeah, that's just a lot. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
A lot of points. Even if it's the NFL and it's probably two of most explosive offenses.
It's only 28-27, man.
It's not that much.
It's Thursday night.
I mean,
y'all taking
Atlanta
the
and the
over on
Saints
that?
scored that much the other day.
It's Thursday night, though.
Like-
You never know. Thursday night, weird things happen.
It does. I mean,
Dude, and how good is Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
already, man? Just,
Oh,
Well, I
he's
mean,
not
you
as
got
good as
Herbert.
Herbert.
You got Herbert and Mahomes battling it out.
Not
right
as good
here.
as Josh Allen.
I mean,
Hey, he's not. He's not. He's not better than Josh.
who said he wasn't as good as
So,
Herbert?
Kyle, is this where our Chargers step up and show they're the best team in NFL?
If my hat comes in for
I
tomorrow,
don't know, man.
it's supposed to be in. I got to wear it.
So, the Chiefs are the favorites by 4.5, I think.
Yeah.
4 points right
I
now.
don't.
I got to take that.
Yeah.
You gotta take the Chargers?
Yeah. I mean, even if
I don't see them winning by I don't see the
No
Chiefs
Keenan.
winning by a touchdown.
No Keenan.
It didn't matter last week. He was still slinging it to people I never even heard of.
here's the way I look
I
at
don't
it.
think Keelan hurt. It really hurts him a lot.
The Chargers have the best defense out of the two, I believe.
They might be without J.C. Jackson, though. He's questionable.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
That hurts.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
We've got 2 gunslingers. They're gonna put some points up.
It's gonna be
So it's
fun.
Who can get a stop is who's gonna win the ball.
You feel like it's going to be the Kansas City Buffalo playoff game all over again almost. Like I could
Yeah.
see it just, especially Thursday night. They hadn't had a lot of much films week 2. I mean, I could see it just being a shootout.
Arrowhead on a
ball
Thursday
wins.
night, though. That's
And I know, like I always talk about this, but I really feel like I'm back as like a 9-year-old and I'm watching freaking Brett Favre and Dan Marino duke it out.
yeah.
You know, like these quarterbacks bring that kind of feel to the game.
Although we're missing Keenan Allen too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's a big
That's
loss. That I might.
That's
I might
what.
take
That's
that,
what's got me a little
yeah,
hesitant.
I might have to take that bet away
because Mike Williams was. I don't know if he played last week. He was
He had 2
non-existent.
catches.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mike
Two
Williams
catches for
was
10 yards.
non-existent.
Yeah.
Well,
While
Mike
Keenan
Williams
had
was
4
all
for 66 and like a drive and a half.
Well, their best wide receiver was the tight end.
Oh,
they had
Everett,
that
yeah.
Carter
And then
kid.
DeAndre Carter, yeah. So Josh Palmer, this is supposed to be the week he would step up.
If
He
he's
kind of had the
going to,
hype.
this is
Palmer.
it. Yeah.
Jordan
Yeah.
Palmer.
That's Josh.
Josh Palmer.
That's right.
Jordan Palmer is a
I'm thinking
quarterback,
of dang SEC.
Yeah, with everything that Chargers
Eckler
are-
didn't do
are
a whole
missing.
lot last week either.
No.
He kind of spread the ball around.
14 for
Nobody
36
really
rushing.
had a big game except for Herbert.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Keenan, given the time that he played, 66
He
yards
was
on
gonna
4
have a big
catches.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. He's Keenan, baby. He does it. I got to go Chiefs here.
Yeah, with the
It's hard not to.
With who's missing,
Yeah.
I might have to. lean towards
Thursday
Chiefs,
night in
too.
Arrowhead's worth a couple points itself.
Well, in my opinion, too, I will get the 2 head.
Arrowhead's the biggest
I mean,
stadium in the NFL, like
you
most
give-
seats.
You give Andy Reid 4 days
They got great
versus
fans.
San Diego or San Diego, Los Angeles coach. I mean, Andy Reid's going to have the advantage in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Andy Reid's got the advantage probably over every head coach in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I mean, 99.
As far as offense goes, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And talking about not losing a step, they just went out there and shut up everybody, didn't they? I mean,
The Cardinals aren't that great on defense too, though.
but still, it's.
I mean,
Dude, did y'all see that freaking corner route that Patrick Mahomes threw to Kelsey? He was triple covered.
Yeah.
And Mahomes was on the move when he threw it too, and it was just like,
Yeah.
flick of
Just
the wrist.
everyday stuff for him.
Just a flick of the wrist,
Well,
and it was
talked about this
right
on-
there.
on the fantasy football, but Juju.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he stepped up.
Juju
Yeah.
on that beat.
He's
Yep.
gonna have a big year this year.
Yep. And they
mean,
kept him away from Patrick's brother.
He's in the perfect
For now.
offense for Juju right there.
It is. It is.
I'm telling y'all, that's key. If he gets in there, the other Mahomes kid, he's gonna be screwed
And
up.
what about our boy Clyde?
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chances of it.
I don't see that him keeping that up.
Oh, and
Why don't you have love for
I
Clyde,
wasn't on
man?
the pod, but Chance, you brought that up about the 12 carries to 7 carries. Clyde had 7 before Pacheco even touched the ball.
Yeah, he got a lot of those in the second half
because they were
still.
done. So
Still though, man, I'll believe when I see it yet again.
I mean, I think
we ain't
I
seen
think,
it since
I
week
think
1
Clyde,
of his rookie year.
I think Clyde not getting the touches in the second half is a good thing for him. That shows how much they factor him in as their number 1.
Well, they should.
And the 2 receiving touchdowns, that's something he hasn't had on his NFL career.
And that's what I thought.
Did you see the receiving touchdowns though?
Yeah, I mean they were just
one of them was a little flick pass.
But that's
right behind the line.
Winning
is
winning.
It was a little gadget play. That's so.
Like in
it's
a
not like he
motion
ran
thing?
a route. It was
That's how
the
they're
crap
gonna
they
use
used to
him.
those to Kelsey.
That's what they're gonna use
that
him
little
for.
pitch, the little
That
shovel
kind of
pass.
stuff.
Yeah, he's never really had much of. Mahomes never really had a receiving running back that
No.
scared you back then.
Yeah.
Like he can.
Yeah,
Well, he's
his
been there for 2 years and he ain't done nothing until year 3 now. So
But
he's
his
had
first
it.
2
he's another
seasons.
weapon, though.
His first 2
He's a
seasons, he had 3 receiving touchdowns
There you
combined,
go.
and
There
he
you
had 2 week 1. So
That's his best week of the year.
So
I just hope he stays.
next matchup, Clay, you got the Jets versus your Cleveland Browns.
yeah,
Cleveland's favored by 6 points in that one.
Does everybody want to do a pick for each game?
Yeah,
Like we
I'm-
did?
Yeah.
I'm at
Okay. Yeah.
Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah, we are picking each game each week.
Chiefs.
Who's we got to write this down? Somebody want to write it?
It'll be on.
It'll be on our app.
Okay.
Pick 'em thing, unless
Well,
anyone
crap.
switches up.
Yeah, but I'm ADD. I might forget.
Well, then you'll
I'm
just
I'm
lose
just
out
gonna
this
I'm
week.
gonna write mine down. Everybody else keep up with theirs.
I
I got
KC
yeah, I got
Already made my
KC.
picks in the app. So
Jets.
because of the injuries.
We're talking about the Chiefs.
I thought we were on the Jets game.
Well, we haven't given your pick for the other one.
Me and Chance both got the ADD,
My bad.
and Bill. Yeah. So I'm going Chiefs.
Chargers
Chargers.
without.
Chiefs.
I
Keenan.
can't go Chiefs. I gotta go Chargers. I gotta eat.
Chargers.
I gotta eat crow. Chargers.
I've already got money invested, so Chargers.
Chargers.
All right, so 3-2.
Chargers. Did you go Chargers, Josh?
And Josh is the biggest Charger fan on earth over here.
I went
Talking about
KC.
Mr. Super Bowl.
Oh, well, who else picked Chargers then?
Me?
Everyone
Ooh,
but me and
Peyton.
Josh.
All right.
Keep doubting Mahomes. Keep doubting.
Not doubt Mahomes.
I'm not doubting him. I got him as my
Doubting
fantasy
defense.
quarterback. He's
screw that.
Josh. Tell him.
What?
Tell him who has Patrick Mahomes as their fantasy
I got
quarterback.
him in one league. I got him in
That's the
three.
only reason why I beat you.
And I got Justin Herbert and Josh Allen and all of them.
Hey, I didn't need a quarterback in auction
He
this
scored
week.
what? 60?
66 points in fantasy.
I was killing him.
I had Saquon and Jefferson. That's all I needed. And A.J. Brown.
You might have been the only guy that could have beat me in that. Really?
I think so. All right.
So,
So,
Jets, Browns.
yep.
Jets.
Whoa. Okay.
Zach
I
Wilson's
don't
not
hate
back.
it. It's Flacco still.
Jets.
Jets.
Can the-
Browns.
so
I'm going Cleveland.
I'm
can
going
the
Cleveland.
Jets stop Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt?
No.
No.
What I think is harder.
So why would you go Jets?
Passing
the
game.
defense for Cleveland
Jacoby
is what's going to
Brissett.
make the difference.
Jacoby Brissett threw for like 150 yards last week and they won.
They need to put 9 in the box, run man to man out wide, and say, "Good luck, cover 0." Can you not hear me?
Yeah, an NFL team's not doing that.
Yeah, I think Cleveland kind of quote unquote won their game last week that they really wanted bad. I think that was a big game for them to
Yeah,
to
it
win.
was. It was.
And I think the Jets defense is probably a little better than we projected because that coach is good for them. The Jets, I like his
Sailor.
Yeah, I mean he's built a. I think he's got a decent front seven there.
Lamar picked him apart pretty easily,
Well, I mean,
and he didn't even try to run.
yeah, I mean
Well, Brissett's not going to
Brissett's
run.
not
So.
gonna run either.
He's not.
I mean,
He's not.
He's not going to.
So is he going to pick them apart like Lamar did? Probably not. But their ground game will be better than the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh,
was.
absolutely.
There's no way the Browns don't dominate the trenches in this game. Both sides of the
So
ball.
as Kareem
what I
Hunt
think.
just kind of
'Cause
gave up on his
The
contract
defensive
deal,
line for
and-
Cleveland
Exactly.
is going to dominate the ball game.
That's a top 5 D line right there.
Miles
The
Garrett
Jets struggle at O-line.
Is licking his chops to get after a statue in Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Joe can't run.
He's
add
gonna
another
be the
gravestone to his yard.
difference. He's the difference in the ball game.
So next game, and this is
So who's the picks there?
Jets.
I got Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I think it's going to be 4-1 Jets. 4-1 Browns. So I'm the only Jets pick.
Okay.
Peyton.
Not the score, guys. Not 4-1 the score.
No, it's like what?
Who had a homer? Okay. So there we
There we
go.
go.
4-2.
There we go.
3-2.
So next game, we got the Commanders at Detroit, the closest game of the week per
They got
Vegas.
50-50.
1.5 point spread.
Because my heart wants to go Detroit just because we love the Lions.
But then my heart wants to go Carson
Yeah,
Wentz because I like Carson
I feel
Wentz.
and I picked them to win the NFC East. So I'm like,
That's gonna be the Commanders, y'all.
Detroit at home.
At Detroit,
I think
though.
the Washington gets out coached by our man in defense.
Ron Rivera.
Rivera gets out
Rivera's
coached.
not gonna get out coached.
I don't know about that.
Hey.
Rivera is always gonna be competitive because of his coaching ability. In my opinion, his team's gonna
Commanders
play.
look good week 1.
But
especially
touchdown
offensively.
Jesus should have had a lot more touchdowns, a lot
Scary
more passes
Terry looked good.
completed.
Touchdown Jesus sucks.
Yeah.
But boy, if Detroit doesn't win this, you just feel like, oh god,
Here we go again.
Yeah.
You got to win.
And
They have to
all
win
you heard
this.
about was their environment and everything
Yeah.
week 1. So
That locker room's starting to turn if they don't win this one.
yeah,
Well, it might be the same thing for Washington. Carson Wentz has to win, or is it like, oh no?
I don't know. I think Rivera can keep that locker room, especially in the division.
And they
they're
know
in.
he's the guy.
Yeah.
Has to be the guy.
There's nobody else that's behind him that's going to. I feel like though Detroit's going to win this.
I did too. I got Detroit.
I got Commanders. I hate
Commanders.
to,
I
but
think it's
How are we a
all
Lions
on how Wentz
podcast?
plays, and
I
I'm going
hate
with
to, but
Detroit.
I'm a big
Scary-
Carson Wentz guy.
Scary Terry.
No, you're not. You hate Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I don't know. Commanders, they looked good. Better defense. I think that'll help out a little bit. And I think they just have
their defensive line is getting the Commanders.
they're getting banged up.
You got 2 starters out now with Mathis and just went blank on
Chase Young.
Chase Young, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I hope that's not the story of Chase Young's career, man.
it's starting to
I
feel that
know.
way.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the same injury.
I hate it for him.
He ain't came back from the original injury.
Well, Swift looked good last week. He didn't have anything
He's
close to
banged
what
up,
he
though.
did.
He's banged
But
up.
they got a good
Questionable
backup.
today. Yeah, they got Jamal Williams,
How many points did they put up last week?
35.
That is impressive for a Lions team.
Yeah, Eagles kind of took their foot off the gas, though.
Yeah,
Well, the
they
Eagles
went up
ain't got a
big.
real good defense.
I wouldn't say that. I think they got a good defense, but I think they just kind of took their foot off the gas, and they had that big lead, probably 20 points or so, and Lions just got some touchdowns towards the end that made it look competitive more than it was. I'll go Commanders here, though.
So, next game, and they're talking about it on TV right now. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. How can you not go New Orleans?
You got to go New Orleans. They're
Who
4-0 in the past 4 games against them.
Well,
Playing in
if
the
you don't
zone.
count the playoffs.
They don't
regular
count
season.
playoffs, yeah.
And probably could have won that one too. That
If we had a quarterback.
Yeah, correct.
So they
beat them the first 2 times.
The Sharps have got Tampa Bay at -2.5.
Yeah,
And the money line's minus
when you
-145.
get to -2.5, that's just almost.
It's a pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, they're not even allowing you to get a field goal of
yeah,
gap
so
there.
that,
So,
that means they don't really know either.
man,
In the
I
zone.
think
The first dome game this year. Come on.
with
First
Honey
dome
Badger
game,
and Landry
exactly
coming back
what I
in
was
the
gonna
dome,
say. Exactly
you
what I was
know
gonna
they're
say.
going to probably start the Who Dat chant. They're going to probably send both of them out. That place is going to be right.
And
they
I
might
think-
get butt naked on the sideline.
I
They
think the
might.
Buccaneers are a little closer to what Clay thought they were at the beginning of the year versus what people think they are. I'm not saying they're as bad as Clay
They did
says
not
they are.
look good Sunday night.
That
in
is
my
right.
opinion.
They looked
I
poor.
called
Well,
it.
the Saints didn't.
Now,
for
Micah
either.
Parsons
Oh, yeah.
was out there wrecking
Nah,
shop.
screw him.
now it does help.
If he does it this year, I'll recognize him as a good player.
It does help that Godwin's probably going to be out.
Yep.
So I mean,
Oh, he's out for
And
multiple weeks.
Julio-
And we know Lattimore.
And Julio's banged up.
Godwin's out for a couple of weeks.
And you know Lattimore's shutting Evans down.
I'll
this
probably
feels-
bench Evans on
This
my
feels
fantasy
like the
team.
Russell Gage week.
I told somebody that the
It
other
feels
day, I
like the
said,
Russell
it
Gage
feels like a
week.
Russell Gage. He's gonna have 12 catches for about 150 on
It's
us.
Julio Jones is always torched the
Hey,
Saints,
yep.
and it's going to happen
Yep.
again.
Speaking of Julio,
He's
is he
banged
on the
up.
TB12
I don't
method
care. He's
from last year?
Has he
to
gotten
this
I've
year?
I've heard a lot coming into the year that he's going to be legit.
He looks like he's 10 years younger.
He
all
looked
of a
good
sudden.
Sunday night.
Yes. Like, I don't know what happened.
Julio's a dog, man.
Oh, he's a dog.
God,
he's
I've,
always against
I've
the
hated him since he was at Alabama. I hated seeing him on the
A
field.
little
And
bit
what
like
about,
that.
What
like,
about Kamara? How banged up is he? He's
It's
got
not-
rib.
When you bring Latavius Murray in,
Exactly.
There's an
there's-
issue.
There's some issues.
If he's hurt or can't play
Yeah.
like he normally
God,
does,
and he
that's
didn't
what's
hardly
big.
get any
But
touches
say-
either.
well, because he was hurt going in the game.
Okay.
Rib injury is
Which-
that's a bad injury.
Look, I told somebody yesterday.
Yeah, that
Tough to
cartilage.
run
That
full
cartilage.
speed and not
bench him. I want Kamara
Guard
November,
himself.
December.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
care about
And the
September.
players
That's
back
right.
up.
Let me see Tony Jones.
Yeah, put some Tony Jones in. Give
I
some
like
touches.
Tony Jones
I told
last year.
Kyle on the home team podcast tonight, I wouldn't mind seeing Tony get a few
Yeah.
touches of it.
That's
we,
right.
We're gonna need another big Mike Thomas game.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Dude, I just want to see all three of them just blow it up.
I
All
know,
of
me
them.
too.
I want
James
to
is
see
going to play
Juice.
Revenge game.
Revenge game. There you go.
And
Yeah,
it's the
that's
game
another
where
thing.
He tore his ACL.
He tore his ACL
when Tampa was last in the dome against
there.
him. So
Ooh, that dome just went dead silent.
Did you see that throw right there on that deep out to Olave?
There's
That's
that
what
throw.
I want more of. Just him slinging it.
Slinging that thing, man.
Kamara's hurt. He's going to start. See that lip?
Did Cray? Did he explain to him? I've never thought about it that way. Like Jake Cray was talking about how goofy he's a goofy, athletic-looking guy.
Yeah.
It's
He
so
is.
true,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
Yeah.
even when he runs down the field, he looks awkward doing
He's
that.
sneaky athletic.
He is though. He is
He's
very
sneaky
sneaky.
athletic.
everyone going Saints here.
Yes.
Who dat?
Who dat?
Next game.
Every week.
We got Clay's love affair, Carolina and Baker going up against the Giants.
This is an interesting
Bounce back game right here.
The Sharps have the Giants in this
Yeah,
one.
don't understand that.
I don't understand it either, but I got the Giants as well.
I think it's
I'm going with Carolina.
Saquon Barkley game.
Is Dable building something special?
that. I mean,
Does Saquon blow
What
out
is
his knee in this
special?
game?
6 wins?
6 wins, yeah. 6 or
hey,
7.
if they win 6 or 7 wins,
Yeah.
that's
Out
that
of the
is
top
impressive.
10 draft order.
Yeah.
I don't know. 6 might be that this year. I think there's going to be a lot of teams around that 8 range.
I don't think Carolina's that bad.
No, and if there was going to be a game that they were going to lose, it was last week. Emotional game for Baker. He didn't play as bad as everyone's saying. He had a bad start, 4 fumbles. Yeah, didn't lose one of them. It was freaking Myles Garrett. He does that. He's a top 2 player in the NFL, as I've said.
Cleveland's not as bad as people thought they were.
No. Well, that's the thing. Cleveland's roster, if you give them
than
a
the
quarterback,
quarterback? Yeah.
it's probably top 5 in the league. Like they've got a legit team.
That was the argument against Baker. I was surprised you went there.
What?
They've always said that like give Cleveland a quarterback besides Baker the last couple of years, anyways, and they'll be a contender.
And that makes no sense. Makes no sense.
But no, I do think
Carolina
Carolina pulls this
They
out.
got to get McCaffrey going. He didn't do much.
Oh, that's the thing. The biggest weakness for Carolina is their O-line. The Giants don't have that D line that Cleveland does. I don't think that's going to be near as a factor as it was last week.
I'll believe the Giants are back when I see it.
Exactly. I think Thibodeau.
I know you got a lot of.
They won a big game on the road this past week. Now they're going back home to New Jersey. Okay, all them New York
And
degenerate football fans
if you're-
are breathing like, oh my gosh, we have football team again we can root for. They're going to be insane this
If you're
Sunday.
Matt Rule, this is the game that
This is must
probably
win for Matt
changes
Rule.
your whole season.
That or he's putting his resume in at Nebraska.
Exactly.
One of the two.
Like if he loses this game, he's probably
gone.
fired pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think he makes it through the month.
If he loses this game, it's only downhill from here.
Yeah.
So, the next game is another.
I'm going Panthers.
Oh yeah,
Giants.
Panthers.
Yeah.
Panthers, Giants, Panthers.
Giant.
One G man over there.
Brian Dable.
And you were the winner of Pick'em.
And I'm
So,
pulling for the
credit where
Giants.
credit's due. All
'Cause
right.
I don't want the Panthers to win because of the division they're in. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Panthers getting
But hey,
second in
you
the
can't
division.
bet emotionally. Next game, New England at Pittsburgh.
Don't understand why Pittsburgh's a home dog here.
Neither do I. I got Pittsburgh.
I think it has everything to do with T.J. Watt being out.
But their defense.
He
At
didn't
least
have
he's done
that
that
great
for
of,
the year.
of statistical game last week.
But he is
He's a game wrecker. I get that,
which
But
means
all
the game plan changes though.
Well, obviously, but still, their D line is no slouch. Cam Hayward is still a stud.
like
Yeah.
four
You know what I'm
nothing
saying?
going wrong.
I mean, he had like 3 sacks.
Yeah,
last week.
he's still
As long
going
as he
strong.
stays away from the Monroe Zoo, right?
No, that's Cam Robinson.
Cam
my bad.
Robinson. I said Cam Hayward came to Monroe.
Wrong Cam.
Hey, Cam Robinson did not know that gun was under his seat. Okay, it was somebody put it there.
And
He
Cam
did
Sims did
it
not
there.
know why the weed was in his lap. He had no idea.
Just like Marshawn didn't know
And
anything
he-
about that
and
gun he had on
They
him.
had to get off on misdemeanors so they could play against LSU the
Crap
next
was that
week.
play right there, Josh? What
Lily
was that? Them Red Sox just made 4 errors.
A Little League homer.
But no, the Steelers, they go out there and play with the Bengals, force turnovers off Joey B.
Mitch Trubisky looks serviceable at
yeah,
quarterback
like I
again.
expected. I mean,
He
Yeah.
looks like a Pittsburgh quarterback.
I-
He just
I-
has that.
I
just,
think,
He's built
I
like
think
Big
this
Ben was.
line, the T.J. Watt injury and the Najee Harris injury being up in the air.
They said Najee Harris is good
Is
to
it-
go.
I think he said himself.
He
he's
said
good.
he's good to go.
Is it some of the they just think the Bill Belichick's going to not get beat again like that like he did last
maybe,
week?
yeah, maybe.
They're going to be in for a long year if they're thinking that.
Well, I think the way New England played, that would hurt them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think that's why. I think they're like, no, seriously, they're making adjustments.
All I know
and
is
look better.
my 7.5 wins under for the Patriots that I took that's already dropped a number after 1 week. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
After last week, you ought to.
Yeah, it's already dropped to 6.5 if you bet it now. 7.5 was
I
the
didn't
line
know
to
that.
go
I
under and
would've
over.
done that one.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'm gonna go Pitt on this one.
I'm definitely.
But I think it's gonna be closer than what y'all think, though. I think T.J. Watt, that's the best player on the field for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh doesn't have the personnel to blow somebody out. I mean, they're not going to run the score.
Yeah, exactly. That
it's going to be a close, hard-fought
it's
game.
hard to
I mean,
replace.
It's going to be about like last week.
It's hard to replace
exactly.
T.J. Watt. I mean, you can't just.
Yeah.
Get
I can
on
see
that.
like a 23-17, some ugly type game.
Yeah,
come out,
I think this is the game where T.J. Watt, he would have probably went crazy, but their defense is good enough to where you won't even notice that.
The over under on this game's 40.5.
Yeah,
so
that feels about right.
I feel like under. With
Yeah,
two teams.
Honestly.
you might have two teams in the teens in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a lot of.
So
It's
I
gonna be low
got
score.
Pitt all the way across.
Yeah.
Okay. The next game you got Indy.
FU Vegas.
Indy at Jacksonville. You got Matty Ice versus Touchdown Jesus. Indy's favored by 4.
Indy has not won in Jacksonville since 2014.
That's probably about to change.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think they they didn't lose to Houston. They tied them, but I don't think they lose to Houston and Jacksonville back to back.
I don't think Matt Ryan.
I don't know. You wouldn't think Indy would go down there with a playoff berth on the line and lose to Jacksonville last year either.
Just hand it to Jonathan Taylor 40 times and win the ball game.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is kind of like that game we just talked about with the Lions. If the Jacksonville loses this one too, that little hope, thinking maybe, hey, we got a coach finally.
Hey guys, somebody's got to be at the bottom.
But I mean,
somebody's got to
Jacksonville's
suck.
good at being at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. They like the number 1 pick.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
They like missionary.
Saxonville.
He shoots, he scores.
Yeah.
You think Jacksonville's going to take it?
Nah, I don't. But it doesn't make.
Yeah.
They haven't won since 2014.
If I had to put my money on it, I'm not going
Andrew
Jacksonville.
Luck threw a touchdown to Ahmad Bradshaw in that game. I think I saw. So
Jeez.
that's how long it's been.
But it's going to be another game where it's going to be down to probably a field goal at the end.
Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah, they.
4-point spread makes sense.
All right, so I got Indy. Who y'all got?
Indy.
Andy.
I hate touchdown Jesus, so Indy. So,
Why do you hate him?
because everyone loves him.
It's the flowing hair.
Everybody loves him. He played at Clemson.
Well, everyone thinks he's the next coming, and I never understood it.
No.
They used to. They don't.
He was way rawer than everybody thought. His mechanics looked pretty rough. Next game, Dolphins at Ravens.
This is a pretty tough game.
That's one of the better games of the week.
It's a tough one to call right here.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
It's in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's in Baltimore.
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean,
don't know.
Give me Miami in the upset.
Whoa.
Give me Miami in the upset.
I wouldn't be shocked. Lamar struggled against Miami last year.
Do you need a wheelbarrow too for your nuts?
Hey.
yeah, but
Didn't
was
Baltimore have a bunch of injuries on defense?
They Kyle Fuller out for the year.
Yeah,
think it was a
but
couple.
Clay, you got a different head coach in Miami now. You had a defensive-minded coach when they played him last
Yeah,
year. So,
yeah.
I mean,
But their defense didn't.
Defense
take a
is
step back
still
last
solid.
well, no, but I
Week. It
mean,
was still New England.
Yeah, it was.
Does Miami have the speed to keep up with Lamar?
Well, does Lamar move out of the pocket? I think that's the biggest question.
He didn't last.
Who's going to rush him out of the pocket? I mean, Miami still don't have no pass rushers, do they? I can't think of nobody.
Only
right
D
now.
lineman I can think of is Christian Wilkins.
I mean-
Emmanuel Ogbah might be on the team still.
Is he?
Let me
I
look.
think I heard his name the other day.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Jalen
Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, Jalen Phillips there. Melvin Ingram's there. He scored last week.
Yep.
Yeah, Emmanuel
Melvin
Ogbah's
Ingram.
there. What'd you say?
I said no. I forgot about that.
Ogbah had a sack last week, actually. I mean, so they're decent up front, but
Kyle Fuller and Juwan James both out for.
oh yeah, Juwan James tore his Achilles again. That's a tackle for them. O-tackle.
So is Dobbins playing in this game?
He's supposed to be.
They said he had a
He was
full.
ready, but
They said he was
they
a
hold
full
him back.
participant today at practice.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be a difference maker in that.
He could.
Offense.
And I was kind of surprised with how little they used Kenyon Drake last week. I thought he was going to be honestly.
They didn't
used
use
in
Mike
that.
Davis.
I was about to say, I
at all.
thought Mike Davis was going to be a guy for them last
I thought he
week.
was going to get more touches than Drake.
Well, when
but
Kenyon Drake got signed, it felt like a guy that would come in and just perform way better than anyone expected. 11 carries, 31 yards.
Well, it looked
The
like
run
to
game
me,
couldn't get going.
It
And
looked
then,
like to
yeah,
me they were
Lamar-
just coming in saying we're going to throw the ball and
Yeah,
show the
Lamar
NFL we can throw it.
6 carries for 17 yards. That's
Do you
really
think
weird.
Do you think Lamar's going to kind of try and protect himself this year since he's betting on himself?
I don't know.
I think we'd be naive to say he wouldn't.
For his sake, I hope he does.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's leaving a lot of money out there right now.
Yeah, he needs to for himself.
And he honestly hasn't had the injury yet. And why would you risk it happening before you get paid?
Oh, Mike Davis, 2 carries, fumbled on 1.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he didn't go back in.
He's going to make so much money as a franchise player that at his position.
So they might put Dobbins in. This
Yeah,
week.
I wouldn't be
He
shocked if
said he's
Dobbins
a full
is back.
participant, so that's a good sign.
If Lamar, I would be shocked if he has 17 yards rushing again. I don't think that was the actual game plan. Maybe they just knew we could go in against the Jets, be a little conservative, just win the game. Because they went up pretty early, 10-3 lead at half, and then they scored 2 more touchdowns in the third. And they just kind of they had the game in control the whole time. It never felt in doubt. So maybe they didn't want to run around too much and risk anything. But
I feel like they need to run it more because they got to slow Miami down.
Yeah.
They're going to have to waste some clogs.
God, Miami looked fast last week.
Harbaugh's going.
They are fast.
They looked freaking fast.
They are
Harbaugh's
fast.
going to slow it down. You can believe
you
that.
got to, I think, to win.
So who
That's
do y'all have
it's
on that
freaking
one?
tough.
I got Miami.
Baltimore.
Give me Miami. I'll be the weird one.
Baltimore.
I want to go Miami, but it's hard to pick against
If it was
Lamar.
at Miami,
Yeah, Baltimore at home.
I'm gonna go Miami because I want to put I want to wheelbarrow two.
What's the over under?
44.5.
Probably an under.
They're saying
under that,
like 23-20 is what they're
I
thinking.
can see that happening.
Shout out Mike McDaniel though.
You can't
I've been
trust
hyping
that.
him up for a while. I'm
Dude,
glad
what
to
did
see him do
what
that.
did he tell somebody about his showering habits? I missed
He
that.
said when I was not a head coach, I could go until about Wednesday without a shower from Sunday.
Oh
But
God!
now that I'm a head coach, I can't do that.
why would you do that?
He has a lot more on his plate, so he's more active.
No, I don't know what the crap that means. Yeah,
it means he
maybe
needs
he's more
to
in the
wash.
public. Yeah,
Like,
you would think they'd honestly be the other way around. Where
Yeah,
if
you
you're a
work
head coach,
halftime.
you're that much busy from Sunday to Wednesday
Right.
and everything.
I don't care how busy I am. I'm washing.
Dude,
Dude's a weird one.
He is
Yeah.
weird.
That dude's
I love him,
freaking
though. I love him.
strange.
So
Give me
Why
Baltimore.
would you tell?
the next
We
game,
can skip the next game. Rams. We all got Rams.
Rams.
I
I do want to talk about that though because how bad is Atlanta? That's relevant to us.
what I was gonna say is I think Atlanta might cover. I think it's close.
It's a 10.5
It's a big-
point
it's a big
spread.
number.
That's big for NFL.
And Atlanta, did they look bad last week? No.
I think the Saints came out flat.
Saints came out flat.
I think this
yeah.
Rams at home, get right.
Mariota gave
Come
the Saints
fourth-
defense
come fourth
fits.
quarter. Mariota though
I'd
looked
like to
very,
say-
very.
But he
I'm
did.
on
He does what
record being a
Mariota does, and he
guy
shrunk.
for
Pedestrian.
everybody. I'm on record saying Mariota was not going to be bad this year.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean he was a.
I think he'll
Allen
get benched
Robinson
around
has
the
a
bye
touchdown
week
in this
time, but
game.
still.
Yeah. Does Allen Robinson get the ball?
He has a
Does he wear
touchdown in this game.
white long sleeves?
Yeah, I think he's.
I think they make
I
a
think he's
point
going
to give
white
him the
long
ball.
sleeves,
Robinson gets a catch in the first series.
white gloves.
No doubt.
First game.
I think the Rams are coming out
He's gonna be a
pissed
little
off.
ashy. He's
I
gonna,
mean, this is McVay's first time to ever be below
Be
500.
ashy.
I mean, he's going to come.
he's gonna do anything he can to get the ball.
Oh
And the
God!
Rams ain't gonna let Patterson run like they did against the Saints.
That was crazy.
That was a game of his career, which the Saints are very known.
I feel like
Man,
Mr.
you can't
Darnold's gonna
say
have something
that
to say
'cause
about that.
He was insane
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year, man.
Aaron Donald might feast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Rams though. I'd be shocked if the Rams lose, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's like if the Falcons score late to get within that 10-point range. That's just a big number in the NFL.
All right, Rams. All right, next game.
San Francisco.
We got Seattle at San Fran. Do we have to talk about that?
No.
San Fran.
No, San Fran.
Next,
Bounce back game.
well,
Seattle
hold
just
up.
won the Super Bowl.
I didn't want to overtake the interview, but Crane said that Lance was bad and that Jimmy G would be the starter soon or some crap. I don't understand that.
I don't know
They're
how
playing
you
in a
can
monsoon.
judge that. Yeah,
Not after that game.
You can't
And
judge that.
there's a stat
Well,
for
the stats are out there. He's a 50% completion thrower of the ball.
there's a stat. There's a stat
That's
for
the problem.
Storm.
That's no. I'm talking about that game. Just
No,
he's
yeah,
throwing
in
100
general.
passes in the NFL.
Wait till after this game to
Which hey,
actually talk about that.
take it for
He's
its worth.
thrown 100 passes.
Hey,
There ain't no way
the
he's
other
thrown 100
day,
passes.
he started 2 games
He
last
started,
year.
yeah, he started. Yeah.
hey, the other day,
There's a lot of whispering
Colin
going on.
Cowherd had Terry Bradshaw on, and it was a great interview. And they talked about Trey Lance, and Bradshaw was like, "Man, I love the kid," And then Colin, he brought up, he's like, "I don't know if he can be a 50% passer in this
He
league."
could be a better 50. Yeah,
And Terry Bradshaw was like, "That's what I threw."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, things have changed, Terry."
Dude, things have changed a little,
Yeah.
Terry. Yeah, there's a lot of stats out there already on him. I mean, and there's a lot of rumblings in the offices in San Francisco that they're starting to think he's not making that step like we thought we would see already.
What did he put up on the ground? He put up 54 yards.
And hey, Cowherd made a good point too in that Chicago game. He's like, Justin Fields played in that same weather.
There's a stat that
he was in that game too. I think Cowherd.
They played
actually
a similar
said-
game, didn't they?
He actually said said if a pilot's flying a plane, he still has to land it if it's raining or not. I mean, it's not like it's raining. I'm not going to land this one good. I mean,
Well, I think there's a reason they paid Jimmy G. I mean, it's because they're not sure.
Hey,
And guys, let's
another
get
stat I heard
real.
today, which I didn't think about. Kyle Shanahan is 0 with not having Jimmy G as a starting quarterback.
probably
He's never won a game without Jimmy G.
that changes this week.
And guys, another thing too, like
Fields was 8 for 17, 120
I know
yards.
it was a monsoon, but like these guys are NFL quarterbacks. Like they can throw in the rain.
Well, I was about to say there's a stat that PFF keeps track of called big time throw percentage.
Yeah.
Which is a big time throw is best described as a pass with excellent ball location and timing, generally thrown further down the field and or into a tighter window. Guess who the leader in big time throw percentage was last week? Trey Lance.
That's probably an anomaly though. If he threw for 46%.
But it's showing that he can make those big throws deeper down the field, help out the Niner offense, and he did it with the ball freaking soaking wet.
Well, to me, it looked like that the other quarterback's the one that made the 2 big-time throws.
And I agree with Cowherd. If the kid can run, let him run. Like, don't try to make him into.
And I think they will.
Let him.
How in the world did Justin Fields only attempt 17 passes last week?
Because it was raining.
Because they ran the ball 37 times.
Yeah, it's Chicago. Who's he going to throw it to?
God, that's
He didn't throw it
They
to commit.
attempted to run the ball. They didn't do much running.
No.
That was horrible.
I don't understand how you can judge either of these teams off that first game.
You can't.
Or any of those players.
I think you can judge Chicago a little bit.
Well, you know what Chicago is.
The only thing that I
Poor.
really took away from it was that Deebo Samuel had like 8 carries again, and that he's not going to be a wide receiver like he wanted to be or whatever.
I still think St. Fran wins this game though.
Oh yeah, San Fran's winning this game.
Yeah.
Seattle just won their Super Bowl Monday night.
Yeah, that's
Seattle,
right.
and Geno.
12 is greater than 3.
They won. Like you called me the other night, or somebody did. Is like
Geno is
well,
perfect.
He scored 17 at half, and they won with 17 points total. I mean, they didn't score a point in the second half. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think Geno is the ceiling is real low.
So everybody got San Fran this week?
And the Niners running back situation already injured. 2 months for Elijah Mitchell.
Is my boy going to get his?
It sounds like
I
Price
picked
might
him
be,
up in every league.
It sounds like he might be third still.
Yeah, he's going.
There's an undrafted rookie that beat him out in camp.
Well, yesterday I read where he was going. It was between him and what's his name fighting night for the starting job.
Last week he was inactive because some undrafted rookie beat him for the third spot.
But this week,
he went out there. And,
they said that he might get the starting job. He'll get back.
I can tell you who's going to run for that.
Jordan
team.
Mason, that's him.
It's going to be Deebo Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be
Samuel.
shocked.
I mean,
Samuel.
Samuel.
What are they going to do if he goes down? Though?
He better not go down. He's on my fantasy team. All right. Next game, Cincy at Dallas. Everybody got Cincy?
Yep.
Dallas looked
Showing that
bad.
game now, and no Dak.
Do you remember all that talk we had about Dallas having the best roster and like over there?
Who?
Didn't we talk about Dallas
Chance
should
said
be?
they were a Super Bowl
That
contender.
blasphemy's never come out of my mouth.
I thought they could be a sneaky Super Bowl contender.
They just didn't pick nobody up in the offseason. That really, I mean, like Creighton said, he said you let go of Cooper, but you didn't.
You let go of Cooper and Cedric Wilson, but you pay Gallup 5 years.
Yeah.
And what I wanted
was not out there week 1. Shocker.
What I wanted to tell Jake was like, Dallas will not return to prominence as long as
Jerry
homeboy's alive. Like
this
is
Oakland Raiders with Al Davis all over again.
Yeah,
we're watching it again.
I don't know. I would be shocked if Cincy loses this. Joey B's got to be pissed off.
And the Cooper kid, Dallas. I mean, he's only can do so much. I mean,
which that injury is supposed to be better than they thought. They think he might come back in 4 weeks. Like he's not even going on the IR.
I mean, Drew come back in 5 when he was like 40. So I mean, Dak's 29. I mean, surely he can.
Is this the one that Wilson had last year too?
It's the same thing. Helmet. Yep.
Russ missed like a month and a half.
Yeah.
That was always scary to me, like throwing the ball and then like somebody coming in and because when that arm's coming over the top, it's coming.
Everything.
I didn't get to watch this. The only play of this game I've seen is Mike Evans' touchdown.
Jerry said
his only game
he'd be
play I
back
saw.
within 3 to 4 weeks. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm.
No way.
So everybody got Cincy?
Yes.
All right. The next game is interesting because the spread is 10 points, and that's Houston at Denver. I think Houston covers, though.
I considered it. I wouldn't be shocked.
In Mile High, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Altitude, Davis Mills, probably first time there. No, he might have played.
Davis is fine.
He was at Stanford.
I'm not worried about Mills.
They play at Colorado. Yeah.
But God, Denver last week just was flat as flat can be. I thought.
I think the crowd.
I think that the game gets changed a lot if you don't fumble twice on the one, though.
Did Russell like do some ayahuasca in the off season? No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his behavior. No.
He's just weird.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that weird.
Yeah.
Well, Sierra probably has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, but he's just. I don't know. It was the me show with him.
Well, in Denver's. You got a rookie head coach. That's
their problem. I mean,
they got out coached.
That was just stupid.
Yeah. Which I thought I told Chance earlier. Shout out to him though. He come out and admitted he did wrong. I mean, you shut up all the because if he doesn't, then people are still bickering back and forth all week. But he said, "Nope, I messed up. I did it wrong." And let's move on.
Did anybody see the Peyton Manning timeout tracker?
Oh yeah, hilarious.
Peyton Manning called timeout 62 times before they called one. Timeout.
The Manning cast, man, that's the way to watch it. Night game.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't know with Aikman and Buck. I like them.
What?
Now with Aikman and Buck,
like Aikman and Buck,
they feel good for football.
Yeah, I like.
When I listen to them, I hear football.
I think of a Portland game when you hear them.
I think of Buck's teeth.
I love Aikman and Buck.
He does not have a face.
Can't tell you what Buck's teeth look like.
He does not have a face for TV. And I don't either, but you know.
Well, I don't look at him very often. I just hear his voice.
Okay.
Russell Wilson third in passing yards NFL.
No, I don't think Russ is bad at all at Denver. I don't know. I don't feel good about Denver. I don't feel as good as I thought I would.
And they're in a tough division.
I've been trying to tell you all that about them too.
If they had two plays that went 1 yard more, they win by 20. I mean, they win by 14, and it's a totally different narrative.
But they didn't.
And that's why the Seahawks didn't run the ball.
But then it's against a team that's going to probably win 4 ball games.
And why did Geno look that good?
He did in the second half.
That didn't surprise me, honestly.
They made adjustments at halftime.
You thought Geno would be that good? You're the only person in America that thought that.
With what they did, it didn't surprise me at all. Because, I mean, DK had like 5 catches for like 30 yards. They were just doing short little passes.
I think you give that game to Pete Carroll.
Until Penny gets hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That didn't surprise me that Seattle, they might be competitive in games like that just because of their script. Their defense wasn't, I don't think, as bad as people thought.
I think Houston's
now
better.
Jamal Adams is out for the year.
Yeah.
I think Houston's better than what people think, and I think 10 points is a lot.
I agree with that.
Next game.
So
by the way,
I
got Denver.
Denver.
I'll go Denver, yeah.
Denver.
But not by 10. Arizona at Las Vegas.
One of the more interesting games of the week.
This
Vegas.
might be the most high-scoring
I think
game.
we're going to learn a lot about Arizona. Was last week just Patrick Mahomes just smoking them, or are they a decent team?
Or is Kyler Murray worried about video games more than watching film?
He's 0-12 or something like that when it's double XP weekend on Call of Duty. And that was double XP weekend according to Twitter last week.
He's 0-12.
I think the new COD beta
Like
came out this week.
Yeah.
Jeez.
How
can you be a franchise quarterback and play video games like that?
At least play Madden.
Woo!
At least play Madden. Crap.
So Vegas, if Vegas loses this game, if Vegas loses this game, you got to be worried, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Starting off 0-2.
If Arizona loses this game,
of them.
Kingsbury might not have a job in a month.
Yeah,
This is a must.
but if you're Arizona, you also have the DeAndre Hopkins thing you can fall back on. I mean, and it's not only DeAndre Hopkins; it's Rondale Moore hurt, Andy Isabella hurt.
Yeah.
None of them were out there week one.
Hawkins gets back.
They were throwing to a guy that I literally had no idea. I can name a lot of NFL players. I didn't know who Darch or whatever he was. No idea who that was last week.
You might be 1 in 5 time Hawkins get back. It might not matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I wouldn't be shocked if it goes either way. You would think Raiders win.
I got Raiders.
Raiders have a big O-line problem. I think they're actually doing a rotation at
Oh,
O-line,
jeez.
which is not good for an NFL team.
No.
Especially week 2.
It's not good for anybody.
But the Cardinals don't really have
It's not good for a high school
front
team.
to get after it like Khalil Mack did.
They can't afford to pay O-line. My God, they paid all their skill players and everything else. I mean,
because the Cardinals' best edge rusher is a Raider now, Chandler
So
Jones.
who you got then? Who you saying?
I don't know.
You gonna go
Raiders.
the
I
big
got the Raiders.
ballsy bet and go Arizona?
I got Raiders.
I got the Raiders.
Yeah, I got Raiders.
Yeah.
Hey, Vegas thinks so
I'll go
too. They got
Raiders,
50. I think that might be. Is it 57 on the line or 51?
51.5.
Okay.
I'll go Raiders. I don't think it's something you
So,
just
Raiders-
mark up immediately.
Yeah, Raiders unanimous. Next game, I don't think we really got to talk about this one. Chicago at Green Bay. Everybody got Green Bay on that?
Rodgers owns the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? His first pick against the NFC North Division rival team in like
Says like 2018.
That's stupid.
That's crazy.
And before that, he had another streak just like it. And before that, he had another streak.
That's freaking.
Like he's got like 3
He
streaks
hates-
of like 20 games or something.
Hates throwing interceptions.
This is one of the best we've ever seen.
He done the same thing last year and then come back and won MVP.
Yeah.
He's one of the best to ever do
Hey,
it. People need to respect.
Did everybody
don't have the
watch?
weapons.
Did everybody watch the Sunday conversation?
Yeah.
That was
today, actually.
solid gold,
It was
man.
funny.
Yeah.
All those
Hilarious.
are good though, man.
Yes,
They are.
all of them.
You
Oh
need
my
to watch
God.
the Post Malone one.
Oh yeah,
Post
yeah.
Malone one's hilarious.
Have you seen the Theo Vaughn one?
I don't like Theo Vaughn.
What?
Don't think he's funny.
What?
I don't
Don't
know
think
Theo
he's
Vaughn.
No,
He's like
Louisiana,
Charles or
man.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
Never
dude,
bought into hype.
the whole bit about nursing, man. Like do you like sip from a boob or do you open it up and chug from a boob? You know, like that was freaking. I can't believe you
What
don't
does
like Theo Vaughn.
do?
Comedy. He's on Joe Rogan all the time. He's got his own podcast. Theo Vaughn. Look, on the way home,
He's big on TikTok.
we're gonna watch on the way home, Josh.
See the guy that cooks crawfish?
No, that's still
big
Cracker.
UFC
Theo
guy.
Vaughn's got a mullet. He's a big UFC guy. He's on Joe Rogan all the time. Yeah, I
he
can't
a
believe you
short
don't like
man?
Theo Vaughn. No, he's tall
No,
enough.
I have no idea who this is.
No,
Stop.
You've seen this guy. He's
Yeah,
all over
maybe.
social media.
can't believe you don't like Theo Vaughn. All right,
So what happens in this game, Chicago? Do they
Hmm.
keep it closer than 10? I don't understand that 10 spread because Green Bay looked bad.
They don't believe
Green Bay looked bad. It's
they
at Green
don't.
Bay.
They don't think Green Bay
Low
scores a
line.
lot of points either, though.
Yeah, 41.5.
Green Bay's got good defense.
They
I know
do.
It didn't look like it last week.
And
Well,
Chicago has no
Jefferson
offense.
was torching
Yeah.
them.
Green Bay's gonna run the ball. The line's high, probably. It's
At
gonna be below that.
Lambeau, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've
at
seen it right
Lambeau.
to me, actually.
Chicago's not gonna score much. It's gonna be lower than that.
So everybody got Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. And the
Yeah, it's hard not to.
All right, next game we got Tennessee at Buffalo.
Next.
Buffalo.
Bills
Buffalo.
by
I'm
50.
kind of shocked Tennessee looked that bad last week,
I was too.
especially defensively.
The Bills are a machine right
They
now.
couldn't run the ball on the freaking Giants.
Yeah. Derrick Henry
Like,
got
come on.
Somebody laid
hammered,
Henry
son.
out. I've
Yes,
never
they
seen
did.
him lay
They
that
they
loud.
caught him. He did catch him like kind of in a weird.
Somebody said
did.
that dude did to Derrick Henry what Derrick Henry be doing to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't squared up. So I mean, if you're going to hit a running back like Derrick Henry, that's how you want to hit him. Yeah. That's best case scenario for you.
And he still had 80 yards on 17 carries or something.
Yeah, it was still good, but still
82 yards on 21 carries.
They didn't
only
just
four
thrash
carry. Yeah.
If Tennessee wins, he has to go for well over 100.
If Tennessee doesn't throw the ball to Bobby Trees,
I'm glad that game is the early one out of the two because I do want to watch Buffalo all the way through play a game.
The next game's the good game.
Yeah,
I know the next game's a good game, but I'm really interested in Buffalo.
Stupid. Why didn't one start at 5?
I hate 2 on Monday.
I'll put out a warning. Tannehill, throw the ball to Bobby Trees, or I'm coming for you.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. If Kyle Phillips does it again, I swear.
Is Bobby Trees that good?
Yeah.
All right. Minnesota at Philly.
Is he better than Kyle Phillips?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
I hope so. That 5th round pick was a
leading
leading
Euro basketball tournament. I just don't think that's a good idea.
Giannis is too.
But hey,
I think that's so
and Jokic.
scary, man.
I don't
would
think
have that in my contract.
Hey, I don't think they should play competitive games like this.
Unless it's
but
the Olympics.
ballers do play year round though.
Well, I know, but they don't need to be playing.
They don't need to be
against a bunch
playing
of guys that are gonna
competitive.
be jealous of them.
Yeah, they need to play.
I'm okay with the little pro-am leagues, like the Drew League and stuff.
I agree.
Where it's best on best, where they kind of respect each other. Them bums right there, half of them probably play
they don't give a
YMCA games half the time, man. They don't care. What they care about Luka for? See, look at that. He just got fouled.
Too close to
Whoever
Russia.
that guy is, his name is Luka, though.
He's punted
They
it.
lost to Poland.
There's a lot of fellas out there.
That's all it is. If I was a GM or owner or whatever, man, I'd have that in the contract. So you cannot play for 4
So guys,
let's
let's finish this up, guys. We got one more game.
Sorry, I got distracted.
There's Clay's boy. Go Bear.
Peyton Mitchell, we got one more game. We got
Sorry,
Minnesota at
win.
Philly. This is probably one of the best games of the week besides Thursday.
This is the best.
This is Clay's game of the week.
This is the best
it's
game
up
of
there
the
with Thursday.
Up there with Thursday.
Oh, I
yeah.
forget about that.
Yeah, don't forget about Thursday.
Man,
So,
I don't know who to pick.
dude, I like Minnesota.
I got Minnesota.
Plus 2.5.
I'm leaning Minnesota.
I mean
They look
that's
so good.
I would bet Minnesota on that.
Yeah, I agree.
They both look.
Give me my Eagles. It's hard not to. They looked freaking good last week.
How much money do you make if it's 135 and 115? Minus 135 for Philly, you bet against them. And it's 115 for what is that on $100?
If it's minus 115, you bet $5, you win like $4.50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's close. It's close
Minnesota?
to doubling.
Minnesota's plus 115.
Oh,
There you go. There's your money.
Oh, you said
So-
plus.
Yeah.
I thought you said minus.
And then if you bet 5,
if
you
it's
get
plus,
like
you're doubling.
$5.50.
So if you bet $1, you get $1.15.
Okay.
You lose like 50 cents each way
Okay.
if you bet $5.
Gotcha.
It's not. There's not much difference.
The over under on that game's 50.5.
Yeah, I could see it being a high
You
scoring.
think the
game.
Eagles score that much?
They put up 38 with ease last week without AJ Brown scoring a touchdown or Devontae Smith getting a freaking catch. So
Yeah, they could be nasty.
their offense. Their
But, hey,
offense was
Miles Sanders
barely
won't
even
have
seen.
to-
What
this
if
weekend, though.
what if this was the NFC Championship matchup?
It could be.
I don't know, man. One of these teams might have the best record in the NFC at the end of the year.
Yep. All right, so who do y'all got? I've got Minnesota.
I got to go with
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Philly
Captain Kirk.
Minnesota.
You like that? Okay.
1-4. Wow.
No.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
That's our upset of the week.
Philadelphia.
Okay. 50-50.
He just saw they played at home.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what changed.
Philly gonna
Yeah.
be drunk.
Yeah.
And you know
F the
Philadelphia's
Eagles.
got
Gonna
probably
be
the
a
best
lot of
fans in
Justin
sports. So.
Jefferson catching the ball.
Probably.
Yeah.
But hey, big play Slay. He ain't nothing to slouch. And Bradbury, I've been talking him up all year, and goes out and gets a pick 6 game 1.
So we've kind of been talking bets the whole time, but what's y'all's how are we doing this
I'm
segment?
excited to get into this.
I feel like we need like an official, concise 5 bets for the whole crew though.
Well,
Instead
that's my vision. Kind of was to
Instead
get,
of 5 each.
Well, was to kind of get our number 1 picks from everybody and kind of
Yeah, make
Build a
that.
parlay.
yeah.
And by the way, guys, I'm gonna put it on the pod. I don't gamble at all. I've never even bought a lottery ticket. No way. I bought one.
I've never bought a lottery ticket.
I bought
either,
one.
though.
I bought one.
I don't know how.
So, I don't know how much help I'm gonna be, but
None.
yeah. But hey, y'all got Ty too though.
That's true. And hey,
Well, we don't.
Who was last to pick
Here-
them?
his bet.
yeah, Here is the warning: we are not professionals.
No.
If you take our advice or our picks, they're not guaranteed to win.
And you're not going to sue us because you're not going to get anything.
You got to drive out the freaking parish to do it, too.
We ain't making no money on this podcast.
So
These
don't
bets
blame
might
us.
cover our costs.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Everything we bet has to come to the
Hey,
pot.
and another thing I would like to do is to get, so we'll pick our 5, right?
Yeah.
We'll keep up with them throughout the year, and then, like maybe do Monopoly money with them. Like, see how much we would win if we bet. What do you want to say? $100 on? Josh knows. Josh puts his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. What I loved about doing this is after I did my research, because I did more research on this than I've ever have for picks. Besides maybe March Madness, I've researched that a lot.
I can't believe you bet on March Madness.
Every game.
He drove to Ruston every day.
Yeah, because I figured out in like the Elite Eight that I could go to Bienville.
Yep.
Yeah.
So before then, for the round, for the first weekend and the second weekend, I drove to Ruston.
And Josh, you did too, huh?
I work in Ruston, so.
I'm talking about during March Madness, though. You bet every day?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet before March Madness.
Yeah, I started. There was a Kentucky.
I felt like you would have lost a lot of money on
To me,
like favorites to
those
win.
middle of the week games were easy because they've
Yeah,
never played
that's
anybody.
true, that's true.
The Saturday games are the ones where they play the big.
And that's the ones we would always go and do.
Because it's kind of like baseball in college where they play the little schools during the week and the big schools on the
Yeah.
weekend.
Also had a lot on the Super Bowl. Like I had an Odell touchdown bet that hit.
I had it too.
Some other stuff that I didn't do very good in Super Bowl.
I bet a parlay through Bovada like 2 years ago and won like $400.
Yeah, when we were in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, ain't nobody got anything on Rayleigh's parlay. That story.
That story was awesome. Yeah.
That was nuts. Spread master.
So
DJ, Harold he won big chunk on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With the free money you get betting, he turned it to like a 4-thing parlay and he won a good chunk. And
he turned the free thing. That's my kind of. I would like.
He turned the free money to a big one.
I did on the Odell bet.
Sign up
I had a $50 free bet.
right
Yeah,
now.
if you haven't gambled on anything, you can sign up for every app. You'll get a little free cash.
Barstool does Louisiana exclusive stuff like all the time for LSU and Saints.
I know Crane and Company's show right now.
What
they're
I'm more
sponsored by
interested
DraftKings.
in doing is like starting an account with like $50 and letting y'all just see what you can make on it.
Yeah, and I like that we're doing this, and I'm probably gonna. These are probably gonna be my picks from everybody that I do every week instead of doing more of my own. Just because I think we're all gonna have good research, and I'm honestly interested in seeing how much crossover we have.
I'll tell you what I
We'll
might
talk
do.
about the next week how we did.
I'll tell you what I might do since I don't gamble. What I might do is start one of those for free.
Yeah.
Use the bets and just let that money take me as far as it
That's
will.
right.
Yeah,
$200.
You can be our test subject.
Yeah,
you're our rat.
Parlays for $5-10.
Better yet, how about I start the account and y'all just give me the
you what to
bets?
do?
Yep,
That'll work.
Hey, you're the lab rat.
I'm down with that.
I like it.
So who wants to go first?
So yeah, we're doing a dirty 5, I guess you could say, each time.
Yeah, and we don't have to call it Dirty 5. We're just gonna do 5 bets.
I like Dirty 5 because
Gotta call it Dirty 5. That's our
Colin
thing.
has his blazing 5. I like our Dirty
5. It's our thing.
I'm kind of a Colin fan.
Well,
Yeah,
on the graphic, I've got Dirty Boot bets.
So that's fine, but it's 5. So
Yeah, there's 5 of them. Yeah.
Starting at 5 for me. Yes, I know Keenan Allen is hurt, but I do not
hold up,
care.
little background. We're gonna do at least one college football or at least one NFL if you're college football heavy. We want to include both. We didn't want to do 5 of both. That'd be a little overload. But yeah, it's just going to be our 5
and
picks.
some of us don't really want to bet a whole lot on college anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet a whole lot of college football. There's too many variables there to me.
And one player prop bet if somebody wants to have one.
Yeah, and those are going to be hard to do on Wednesdays.
I don't want to
except for the
participate in
Thursday
the prop bets.
I'm not big on player stuff either.
That's my favorite.
I don't want to spend any
during
money
the
on player prop bets.
NBA. Like every night, I would do there's these 3-point parlays.
Yes, I did like
Love
doing
those.
that.
Because like just about every NBA
you
player
take
you
an
can
over
think
under
of,
on a player to hit like 3-pointers in a game, and you could rack up some.
90% of the
change doing
NBA
that.
has either a half or a 1.5 over under for their 3 points. In a
Who
game.
was the guy we kept hammering?
C.J. McCollum.
C.J. McCollum had 1.5.
1.5 every game.
Every single game.
Made no
He was
sense.
hammering that every time.
So he was money.
Yeah.
Money in the bank.
I love those bets.
Shoddy, what
Yeah,
you
we
drink?
would bet it in a parlay as
Like
well as
4 or
bet
5
him
of
by
them.
himself.
Yeah.
And you'd win money
Bogdan
easily.
Bogdanovich for the
Jazz.
Jazz 1.5
Every
Easy.
game.
He had 4.25 once.
That's just Vegas being lazy.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you,
And they finally adjusted it after
a
they
good
started losing
baseball
money.
bet, too,
They're like,
is,
who are these people in Jonesboro, or Bienville, Louisiana, making all this money?
Bienville, yeah.
I was gonna say, John, they're coming out of Bienville. All right, so somebody start. Let's get some bets going.
I'll go ahead and go. Number 5, I got the Chargers +4 tomorrow night, Thursday night football. I think Justin Herbert is at the stage of his career. It doesn't matter who he's throwing the ball to. I think he's that good of a quarterback, and
He's entered the moguls. He's entered the
and he dished it around last week, man. Even without Keenan Allen.
because when you say that, you're putting him up there with guys like Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, guys that can do it. Russell Wilson, maybe. I think he's probably a little better than Russell right now.
I think
Russ is a little.
Yes.
I think the age is starting to get to him.
But like Russell in his prime, though. I mean, it didn't matter who he had out there. He was going to make them look good.
I think he's solid, man, and I think they can cover 4.
I'm excited to get to watch him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You gotta
factor in Arrowhead. You gotta factor in not having Keenan Allen.
You gotta
I
factor
know,
in the
but still.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's the Chiefs. Like
The
they're
Chiefs.
really
The Chiefs
freaking good.
played against the Cardinals. Let's see them against a better
The
defense,
Cardinals
even
made the
without
playoffs
J.C.
last
Jackson.
year. You're acting like they're a bad team.
I want the shootout, though. I
better
don't
than
care
the
about
Saints.
defense.
Are you
I don't
gonna,
give a
like,
crap about
critique
defense.
every single thing I say about it?
I mean, they were the 7th seed. I mean, it's not like they were.
And 7 people got in. So
No, they were more than 7. They were 6.
7
Niners
was the
were
Eagles. I thought the Eagles were 7, and they lost to
Well, no,
Brady.
Hey, we gotta move though. Next
we
bet.
need to go. We need to go.
Record-wise,
Just let me do
yes.
my picks. Okay. Number 4, Lions -2.5. I'm big on the Lions, as everybody knows. I think the home field's going to help there. Number 3, Oklahoma -11 against Nebraska. I think that's a guarantee.
Yeah.
That's just about a guarantee.
I think I want to put that one on my bets.
What you scratching it out for?
Because you've had it.
We could pick the
I got
same
plenty.
things.
I got plenty.
Number 2, I got Steelers +2. I actually had them +1.5 earlier, so the line even moved for me, so I like that. And then number 1, I got KC versus the Chargers over 54.5 points. Thursday night football, weird things happen. More often than not, it's more offense than defense. So
I think I want to put that one on mine too. I feel like that's pretty safe.
And I had some honorable mentions, but I won't do them yet. I'll wait.
Everybody got picked?
Yeah, I'll go.
I
since
don't.
You have
Just us 3, dude.
Since we decided this afternoon to do it, I didn't get a chance at work to look at
yeah.
them. So the only
I'll
pick
go
I'm
now,
going to
though.
say, I'm going to do my one.
LSU.
Yes, and the line actually is 1.5 now since we've been here. It's not changed. So
You might as well do money line.
Yeah.
I'll go now though, since you have like backup bets, Josh. Just in case I have something you do. Number 5, Steelers money line +100 for me. I don't know. It got so close on the spread that I was like, might as well just take the money line. Number 4, Michigan State +3.5 at Washington. Like I said earlier, Michigan State, or last pod, Michigan State always feels underrated a little bit. 52-0 win last week against Akron. Field goal game, I like that 3.5. I could see Washington maybe winning by 3, or Michigan State taking it in a close one, but that 3.5 protects you from that last second field goal. So
Your boy Kirk Cousins, Michigan State.
Yeah, Draymond Green,
Connor Cook.
former football player. Number 3, Saints 2.5. Feels right. Godwin out. First game in the Dome after the Tyron and Jarvis and everything. Mike Thomas back in the Dome, everything like that. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be ready. Give me the Saints. Also in that, I almost included it. The under 44.5, I think, hits in that. I feel like it's going to be more low scoring than people expect. I'm not impressed with Tampa's offense, really, or Tampa's football team. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's like a 17-24 game, something like that. Number 2, UTSA +12.5 against Texas. As we talked about last pod, Frank Harris, excellent quarterback. Last year they went on the road, beat Illinois at Illinois, beat Memphis at Memphis. This year they went to Army and beat them. when you think about this, you think the smaller team's going to get dominated in the trenches, and Texas has a phenomenal running back in Robinson. Well, last week they go to Army, and Army, who they're a freaking military school thing, so that all they do is run the ball, or want to. Last week they held Army to 3.3 yards per carry, 179 yards rushing. So I think that's a factor that UTSA can slow down the run, so maybe they can against Texas. And wouldn't be shocked if that's a win straight up, honestly, but give me the 12.5. And then my number one, Colts Jags under 46.5. Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014. Neither team really looked good offensively. The Jags had some plays where it could have went either way, and they could have scored maybe. Matt Ryan threw for a lot of yards. Taylor ran for a lot of yards, but
so you don't think you're going with the under here?
Yeah, I'm going under 46.5. Okay. I don't think it's just going to be a sloppy game. Plus, Colts cut Rodrigo. Might have some kicks that affect their decision-making. I don't know who they're bringing in.
That hurt my heart when I saw that.
And he went 2 for 3, and the only one he missed was overtime kick.
He was sketchy last year, though.
Yeah, I think they're bringing in the guy that kicked well for him last year when he was banged up.
Who was it?
Starts with the B, last name blank. Oh, shoot. I'll look it up. Keep going.
Yeah, but that might affect some of their game plan. Might not want to kick if it's a little further out just because it's a new guy. Might be a little more aggressive and go for it. It might turn the other way. We'll see. So, yeah, give me that. 46.5 is my number one pick.
All right. Josh, what you got?
All right, so I'm going to start with Friday night.
Did I have any of yours?
Yeah, but I got it. I really like that Steelers at plus 100.
Yeah.
So I got Friday night. I'm going to parlay both those games. Florida State, the money line, and then Air Force at minus 14.5. Air Force is going to run it down their throats.
Who they playing?
God, I just drew a blank.
I'll look.
Yeah, I can't remember who they're playing.
They're going to run it down their throats, though. That's all that matters.
They are. Who's the team they're playing?
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Wyoming gave up.
Ain't there no mo.
Yeah, like a whole lot of yards to rushing in their last game. So first one's going to be a parlay. Florida State money line, Air Force minus 14.5. Number 2, Florida at minus 24.5.
Who are they playing?
Is it UCF?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Or no, I think they're playing South Florida.
South Florida, yeah. I knew it was one.
So you got them covering the spread?
24, wow.
I got them covering the spread.
So you think it's going to be?
They're going to come in after losing to Kentucky and
blast them.
At Florida, yeah, they're going to come in.
Swamp's rough.
Going to be crazy. 3, Michigan State. I'm going to take the money line at plus 145. I mean, that's
like
big
that.
money,
Yeah.
huh?
That's big money, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that spread being that big. 3.5 for me. So
3 Michigan State at plus 145.
I feel like that's one I would want to include on my bets.
Yeah. I like it.
4. This might sound crazy, but I'm going with a 4-game parlay in the NFL.
Woo!
I've already got it down.
All right, Ty.
Money lines?
Money lines, though. Just money lines. Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're going to
it
take
feels
care
good.
of it at home.
That feels right.
Broncos, same thing. They're going to take care of it at home. Bills, you can put them in every NFL parlay and probably win.
You're going to win most of them.
Yeah. And then the Bengals against Dallas. So that's a 4-game parlay.
I think I want some of that,
What's the numbers
too.
on that? Have you tested it?
It's plus 118.
Plus 118?
Yep.
So what does that mean? Break that down.
That shows how big the numbers are.
Oh, yeah. So it's like the Rams was 550, the Broncos was at 5.
Yeah, all those
the
like
Bills
10-point
was 5.
favorites.
Yeah. That's why you have to parlay them to get any money out of it.
I got you.
But all those are ones that when we were discussing it, we just threw out that yes immediately.
And, yeah, I mean, it could happen. But most likely, I
so
think
you didn't feel good about throwing in the Packers in that?
I did.
Or the Niners?
I did, but I didn't want to. You put too many in there.
Then it makes it even harder and harder.
I think I picked the ones I was.
I think I would. I think I would throw the Packers in over the Broncos.
I did have the Packers in there and actually scratched them out because I just don't.
Yeah, I
Get
could
a 5 or
agree with
6,
that.
It makes a big difference.
I like
Packers over the Broncos. Either one, they both should be wins, but Packers feel a little more safe, even though
just because it's
they
Rodgers
did
and
not
the
look good.
defense.
Well,
Yeah, I
What's
like
your
that,
number
though.
one?
I like that.
number 1, I'm going to go with Western Kentucky plus 6.5 against Indiana.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I don't know anything about those
CUSA,
teams.
baby.
Conference USA right here. So Indiana's not very good. I think Western Kentucky probably has the better offense right there.
Yeah.
Billy Zapp, right?
Plus 6.5.
No, he's in.
Yeah, I know he's gone, but that's
Yeah.
where he was from, huh?
Yeah. And Mike White, who's up in the Jets. I think he's their third string now.
They run an air raid offense, huh?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
throw
they
the
do.
ball. Their leading rusher has 91 yards in 2 games.
What is the over under on that game?
61.5.
Dang.
It's going to be a shootout, and I think Western Kentucky has a better offense.
So, all right, let's get 5 of them.
And Indiana just got the commitment from the Cedar Creek kid that's at Zachary, the A.J. Thomas.
The guy that Josh Jones is working with?
Yeah, he went down to
Or Josh
Zachary.
Robinson, I mean?
He committed to Indiana yesterday.
Why would
maybe?
he commit to Indiana, though?
It was between Indiana, Tulane, and Tech. So I guess Power 5. Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
going
know.
to comment.
He the fact that he
I'm a
got
public
Tulane, Tech, and Indiana, he must be a good student, too. I like that. No?
He went to Cedar Creek.
All right. Beep. So let's take 5 of them, and somebody put 5 bets together. That'll be our dirty 5.
We got ties.
Oh, my bad, Ty.
Oh, you
remember
his, but you don't remember mine when I
fade ties. And
We got Ty Browns -6. I don't hate that. Chance literally picked against the Browns.
So did I.
Let's see.
Are you talking about on his
It
bets?
went away. Jags money line. So he went a
Dang.
little ballsy more than I did. I don't hate that, but feels like the Colts got to break it at some
I'm
point.
not putting money on that, though.
Yeah. Rams -10.5. That feels pretty good. Bengals -7.5. That feels like a lock. And then I don't know where this came from. Nevada +23.
Dang.
I don't know who Nevada's playing.
He's reading somewhere. On
He's got a guy.
Nevada. Oh, Nevada's playing at Iowa. I like that then.
There it is. He hates
I
Iowa.
like it.
What if they?
Iowa can't score 23? Can they? Iowa has scored 14 through 2 games. So
That might be why he's got Nevada plus 23.
Nevada +23.
Oh, then yeah, he's guaranteed to win that. That's why he bet it.
Yeah, I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
fact, that's
What's the under there?
I'm going
Yeah.
this weekend. Shoot.
The under is 39. So they're expecting like 24-14, maybe. Is that how that would work? That'd be about 38.
Yeah, that seemed like a pretty safe bet.
I like that. Yeah. I mean,
No, they being
That's
expected
his
something
best bet
bigger than
on
that.
there.
it is. It is. Well, that
No.
the Bengals
They
I
being
like a lot
expected
too.
something bigger than that.
Explain this to me.
They got them winning by 23 points.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They've
So
got
it'd be
who?
something much larger. They got I win by 23 points.
So they're thinking like
So it's more likely to be like 28 to like 7 or something. They think.
Yeah.
So he thinks that
Or 28-5.
Nevada's going to cover the spread.
That's right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Iowa's got to beat them more than 23 points. Which
And they ain't put up no points.
they ain't put up.
Is
20
Nevada's
points.
defense that bad?
Nevada.
Nobody knows?
Let me see.
I mean,
I don't know.
They lost in Carton Word 55-41.
hey, my boy, Barnett Word, man.
Got the offense going.
My boy. He's an offensive
So
guy.
yes, their defense is that
They are
bad.
They lost to
Maybe I don't need to put any.
He texted me before the season and said, "Our team's going to be really good." I mean, and they just went. I mean, the beat Nevada's a big win for them.
Oh, definitely.
Every
That's-
coach says.
That's like McNeese beating.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's the same.
Yeah,
conference
same
there.
conference.
Yeah.
And Nevada also they won their first 2 games against New
Coach
Mexico
O's son
State.
was playing them.
Yeah. New Mexico State 23-12 and Texas State 38-14. So
All right, so we got to pick 5 of them. What are the 5 best
I like
bets?
the Nevada pick.
So
I like
hey,
Nevada big.
Did anybody pick LSU in theirs? I mean,
I
didn't
did
hear
not.
that. Okay.
I went Saints.
I had them in mind, and I was thinking you was going. You did say something.
I did on them.
I didn't say no.
I didn't get a chance. I was going to try to do one at work today and just didn't
Well, we
get a chance to
definitely
look at it. So
I say LSU money line because it's plus 110. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting plus money on a LSU home game against Mississippi State.
I'd say that has to be in the top 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't even take points. I'd take the money line on
Man,
that.
I really like that Nevada one.
Was that
So-
opening game after the national championship year? Was that at home where we lost to them? They threw Mississippi State threw like 6 touchdowns.
That was it.
So when you say money, you're just taking LSU to win.
Yes.
Yeah, and when the
money lines you
because they
picking
got
to
the
win.
plus money on it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Because the spread will be like minus 110 and the money line plus 110. So
You're,
so they're the
and
underdog.
when
you're
the
gonna make like
spread's
$1 more.
yeah, when the
something
spread's
like
that close, you pretty much can just go money line and make more money. Unless the game is literally a 1-point swing or something, then that's
which is hard and rare to do.
Yeah, that's so hard.
it happened like 3 times to my NFL teams this week. So
Well, I think it's harder in college to do than in
yeah.
NFL.
Well, I actually missed extra points happen all the time in college. So
And in the NFL, apparently.
yeah, apparently.
All right.
So
So Nevada to cover the spread, LSU and the money line. What else you got?
give us an NFL one, guys.
I mean, my number one's
I like
Colts,
that
Jags.
Pittsburgh.
I like
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
We both had Pitt, so yeah.
Pittsburgh
We
to
all
what?
3 had Pittsburgh.
Oh, we did.
I like
Pittsburgh
the
money line.
Because
So,
of what you get.
yeah, that's what I had too.
Plus money.
So Pittsburgh
that.
money line. Someone writing this down?
Nope.
Kyle, where you at?
I'll do it. So
I don't have a pencil.
Pitt money line.
We got highlighters. Okay.
Nevada. We like that.
Nevada to cover.
Y'all want to go with the Conference USA team?
LSU.
Nevada plus 23. LSU.
Oklahoma minus 11.
I like that. What's LSU again?
What's
Money line.
Plus 110.
We can go money line or
Money line.
money line?
so. Okay, and then so we got Pitt money line or Pittsburgh Steelers money line. Nevada plus 23. LSU money line. That Oklahoma one does feel like a lock.
Mm-hmm.
That Michigan State plus 145.
Yeah, I don't know that the Washington kind of scares me still. Oklahoma was the spread minus 11.
Dude, what was that?
Yeah.
What?
He threw the ball like 7 feet to the left. He's trying to throw it in to
He's backed up
hit the
hard.
cutoff.
You leave there.
Watch.
Watch this angle from right here.
They're tanking.
Look up Cesar Hernandez, Washington Nationals
Ooh,
left field.
smoked that one. So we got Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
We got Nevada, LSU, Oklahoma. So that's 3 college. Let's do another NFL. What else? You want to go Saints?
What about Bengals?
Only other
Bengals
NFLs
is
I
a lot.
got.
Bengals to
Bengals
cover.
was a lot, though, wasn't it?
It's like minus 6.5.
7 and a
was
half.
it only 6.5?
I
Seven
thought it
and
was
a half.
6.5. 7.5.
Whatever we do
That's
NFL,
more
we
than
got to
a touchdown.
parlay
I
the
don't like
Bills
that.
in there
I don't
with
like
it
that
to bring it up.
You think?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a lock. Bills.
Money line or
We'll
or
do
spread?
I mean, if you just put the
Because
Bills
a
money
10-point
line
spread's tough.
Money line, you're not gonna make no money, even with
If
the
you
parlay.
parlay it,
Even with a
you'll still
parlay,
bring it up a little bit.
If we throw it in as a
you gotta
sixth,
put like 4
though,
or 5 teams in there to make anything. Man.
yeah, if we throw
No,
it in
put
as
it
our
with-
6th thing with all
Yeah,
this,
with
I'm
all
saying
this,
added it with
it's
some.
not gonna add much to it, but it's a lock, like you said.
so
We're just saying it's
let's
free
do
money.
Bengals. Let's do Bengals
Yeah.
Bengals.
minus 7.5 or whatever.
Bengals minus 7.5.
So Bengals
Bengals
will take the points on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the Bengals on the points.
I'm gonna put this up on a. I'm about to.
Don't make that big.
I'm about to put this in my thing and
Yeah,
look.
we're gonna do the calculator.
I
do that crap all
y'all talk, and I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna put this in the spreadsheet and.
So when you put it in the spreadsheet, it's going to tell you how much.
it'll come as a parlay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
You have a spreadsheet?
Barstool.
The bet slip.
Okay. The bet slip.
We're going to keep up with this throughout the year, though. I'll start a spreadsheet at school.
I'm on FanDuel, but I was listening on some podcasts earlier on. They were talking about advertising DraftKings.
Who has the
and
best
they
one
have a
right now?
Social thing. Like we could all be on a social deal, and where you can see
I've
us
never
DraftKings.
used anyone else.
It's all about what you prefer.
I just do Barstool because they do.
I mean, worst odds.
I don't.
So what do I have to do? I have to load $50 in there or something, and it.
Well, it's I'm on FanDuel, and like you have the minimum you can load on there's like $10 or something like that.
Okay.
And you can put
And they'll give you
Barstools 'cause
200.
They give you like player exclusives and stuff, and
Yeah, they do a lot of exclusives.
They do a lot of boosted parlays and stuff like that.
That's the main reason.
So in this,
I follow them and
in the
stuff
structure,
they do, I want to do.
In the structure of this, are we doing like $10 a bet for this guinea pig?
Mine's always $5.
$5 a bet.
I know, like right now, Kyle. I know
10.
I do 10 if I feel really good about it.
DraftKings has a bet 5, get $200. I think you ought to do that DraftKings one just to see how long you can ride with that 200.
Okay.
I think that'd be the best thing to do.
So how does that work? You bet $5, like take $5 of my own money.
Yeah.
Put it in there. They'll give me 200.
They'll give you DraftKings or
give you,
whatever kind of money. You
it's
can't
not-
really pull it out.
Pull it out. You have to bet.
It's
that
like
200.
tokens.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, and then you can just.
But the money I make off those tokens, I can keep though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and if I went, what were we saying, $5 or $10 a bet? How do y'all want to do it for the account?
Well, it depends on. I don't know.
So if you parlay the Bills in,
For
the Bengals,
In the mic, Josh.
Well, I got all 5 of the picks in, and that's plus 28.72 odds right here. If you throw the Bengals in, it jumps it to a plus 34.96.
Yeah, roll with it.
So
the Bills in there with it.
The LSU one kind of scares me.
So figure it in at $10 a bet, and see how much would it?
Everything else feels like a lot besides that LSU one.
If you do 10,
I'm not
it'd be
gonna
like
parlay it
$340
though,
bucks.
right?
You win like $340 if it's 10, right?
With the Bills, yeah, $10 would win you $349.
I don't think you don't parlay that though, right?
I think that's what we're doing, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we're parlaying everything.
Well, with yours,
$10 you can win $349. I'm a gambler.
If it hits,
give me that. Give me my shot.
oh, I thought we were just gonna try to grow the account.
Are you wanting to do?
Oh, you could
Kyle,
do both.
Are you thinking doing $5 for on each one of the 5 bets?
Or $10 on every bet.
Or how about
all the way
this?
through?
How about this? We
I
do
say $5 because that $10 ain't gonna last.
Okay, 5.
It ain't gonna last long.
$5 on each bet
200
and the
be gone
parlay.
quick.
That would be 30. How about that?
Do it now.
$5 on each bet individually, and then 5 on the parlay.
Which would be
$30 each week. Each week.
That ain't gonna last.
I mean, if you
win,
if you hit on every one and out, yeah,
you gotta win everything but the parlay.
If I win, these are y'all's picks, I'm going on. So if y'all are,
I'm going 5-0 this week. I don't know about them, but I am.
Oh, none of these are losing at all. The LSU one scares me.
what if I parlayed everything but the LSU one?
If you take LSU out, it drops it to 1637. But we throw in something else from LSU instead, like
I saw a bet about
LSU to cover.
I mean, crap, that UTSA one feels good. Michigan State.
UTSA when everybody jumped.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Y'all tell me. I don't gamble, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna sign up and.
I say throw 5 down on each one of them,
And not the parlay.
and not the parlay. Because if he throws 30 down, I mean,
it's hard for every one of them to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially as random as that.
That's why that's why the odds are so big.
Yeah.
Especially when you start adding in
Just let them
people
throw
to
down
win that ain't
5 on
supposed
each
to
one
win.
of them, and we'll see where that takes them.
So yeah, 5 on Pittsburgh Steelers money line, 5 on Nevada plus 23, LSU money line, Oklahoma minus 11, Bengals minus 7.5.
Yeah, like that.
I like those.
Yeah, let's roll with it and see.
I can't do those.
Yeah.
They scare me.
All right. So
I don't think it would hurt to do a parlay though for another 5.
Do it. I mean, if you want to do 30.
I mean, it's 25 versus 30.
What we're doing is picking the bets that we collectively feel are the best.
That's
and
right.
More of a lot.
That's right. I mean, right now, if you don't win nothing, you'll at least get 6 weeks worth. Well, it's almost 7 weeks worth of bets in.
Yeah.
So because you're going to spend $30.
Even if I lose every single parlay.
Right. Well, you're you're not losing more doing that way.
I know, but I'm saying like if I didn't win, it wouldn't matter. If I didn't win a single parlay, it wouldn't matter. I'd get at least X number of weeks. Yeah.
Right now.
We're not going 0-5.
Yeah.
There's no possible way we're going to 5.
These are you're looking at probably 2 wins minimum with these. I think
3.
I think 3. Honestly, it feels good.
Yeah.
So if you win 3 out of these games, and you lose 2 of them and the parlay, you're probably gaining a little bit of money.
Okay. That's not bad.
Right?
So
Isn't that how that would work?
So 5 on each bet and $5 a parlay. And then,
I like it.
yeah, I like it too.
I say if you win 2 out of 5,
And
you're
Mike.
probably breaking even.
That's the thing. You just got to win a couple each
And if
time.
you win 3, you're up. And if we get lucky and win 4
Yeah.
Oh, if we went 5.
or 5, it could happen.
If you win 5, we get like $400.
Yeah.
And we start buying stuff for the podcast.
That's right.
Let's do it, man.
Let's
do it.
I like it.
All right. Anything else y'all want to say?
I ain't got nothing. I'm
Who
tired.
dat?
I'm tired,
Ready
boss.
for that?
It's
I'm ready for that
11
football
o'clock.
game tomorrow.
Go
I feel good to be back. It feels good. This is my first
freaking
football pod in the thing
Tigers.
for NFL.
Yeah, Clay, I'm glad you decided to join us back, man.
About
Yeah.
freaking time.
And that airport. I
Your
know
brother's
you like
not
the
over there
airport.
fighting your battles for you.
Yeah.
Instead,
Y'all
he's
But
fighting
now,
with
but
you.
now he's fighting you again. So
Yeah, now we're back to normal.
Poor Chance. He's such a big brother, man. He fought for you, and then you come back and you challenge all of his picks.
I challenged one pick.
Oh yeah, because he had to call you out. So don't challenge him.
Well,
after the first
name
one.
off your picks. Name off your picks again. Let's see what I hate.
See how many can complain about.
I just like-
Chargers +4.
Chiefs.
Stupid.
Yeah, there we go.
Lions -2.5.
I'm okay with that.
Oklahoma -11.
Love that.
Steelers +2.
Love that.
KC LA over 54.5.
That's a lot of points on a Thursday night, but it might happen.
Thursday night, there's never defense.
Well, Thursday night,
Because the
it's
guys
either,
are still sore from Sunday.
Thursday night, it's either extremely low
Hates it.
scoring or a lot of
Never
points.
in the middle.
It's never, it's
It's
never a
usually
normal
a
game.
crazy game.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I
And
feel
then my honorable
good. I
mentions
feel
I did
good
talk
about
about-
at least 2 of your picks.
Raiders -6. BYU money line. Give it to me.
I like both of those. Look at that.
There you go. It's almost like you should have gave me a chance.
Well, you just need to stop doubting Mahomes.
I'm not down.
He's not doubting Mahomes. He's doubting the roster around him.
Well, I don't, because Mahomes is the roster, and he is the NFL, and he is the MVP.
It's not. And
Woo,
it's not the NBA.
calm down.
One man can't just tote them all throughout the season. It's the NFL. It's a little different ball.
Can't wait for the Chargers to win by 2 touchdowns tomorrow night.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Man, I hate I won't be here.
You better
Sunday
take
night
that
for
money line then if you're
I
doing
can't
that.
wait for my hat to
Take
get
that
in.
money line. 2 touchdowns.
Justin
For
Herbert.
the MVP?
Justin Herbert goes out there, whips out his wee-wee, and pisses on the Chiefs logo in midfield.
The 50-year-old.
And Mahomes,
Yeah.
Mahomes throws for 5 touchdowns.
All right. Who dat?
Go Tigers.
Chop on. Bills Mafia.
You got to break a table.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.